Hey, welcome back to Hosting Income channel. I'm going to talk about an S&P 500 covered call ETF. The name of the fund is SPYI. It's called the NEOS S&P 500 High Income ETF. Um, as you guessed it right, this is an exchange traded fund which provides monthly distribution by investing in S&P 500 components. Let's look at the basic features of the fund. So basically, the fund seeks to distribute high monthly income from investing in the constituents of the S&P 500 index. Basically, they invest in the stocks that form part of the S&P 500, and and this fund also has some tax loss harvesting advantages. Um, I'm not going too much into that because this is not tax or investment advice. Third part of it, which is important, is the strategy includes both sold and purchased S&P index options. Basically, they sell index options to generate premium income, which is distributed in the form of dividends. That creates the monthly income or the cash flows. And also, they buy index options out of money, which provides extra upside potential. So that's the extra advantage that you have in this fund. We have the basic features of the fund on the right side. Um, the fund was launched back in August 2022, so it has about 2 year plus, track record. Fund ticker is SPYI, and the fund's expense ratio is 0.68%, which is competitive because most of the funds in this segment have 0.9% or 1% or higher than 1% in terms of expense ratio or fees. And they also have a good asset base, around $2.5 billion, which is a fairly significant, you know, fund size and large portfolio they have. And let's look at the performance of the fund. I'll go to the distributions to start with. When I look at the distributions in 2024 from January to November, so December distribution has not been announced yet. So according to this, you can see that every month they are paying about 48 to 50 cents or 48 to 52 cents every month. It's very consistent, very steady. It's in a tight range. And similarly, if I look at 2023, I'm just going to click here, go back to previous year. Even when I look at the last year, calendar year, the dividends are basically around 47 to 50 cent range. It's pretty consistent, and which is very good. And they're able to generate about close to 12% um, yield. But let me quickly check how much yield they generated. I will go to my own numbers or calculations. So I took the distributions starting from December 2023 and coming all the way to the current numbers up to November 2024, which has been announced. So if I look at all these last 12 months, total dividends come up to about $6.09. Price of the stock, price of the fund, sorry, is about 52.47 as of December 9th. And based on this, the dividend yield comes to 11.6%. So currently the yield is around 11.6%, according to the last 12 months, distributions. So even when I look at the previous years and if highs and lows, etc., the dividends are not going to be guaranteed, and it can go up and down. It is variable, so you can expect something in the range of 10 to 12% per annum in terms of the dividend yield, and distributions come in monthly. That's the advantage of this fund for income investors. So let me quickly look at the comparison and see how the fund performed compared to the index. So when you look at the price return of SPYI with the benchmark is blue and SPYI is orange. You can clearly see that currently, SPY is making about 28%, whereas SPYI is only making 6.6% over the last 3 years. But when I look at the 3 year returns, even back in March 2024, SPY made about 8.6% and SPYI 1.5%. And somewhere here you can see end of 2023, both are almost on par. Like um, both are in the negative of for about 3% in the negative. And when I look back in 2023, when the markets were down, like or pretty flattish, you can see that SPYI is in the negative, but it's only minus 0.26, 2.67%, whereas SPY is 12.7% in the negative. So when the markets are down or flat, this fund will outperform because it's a covered call ETF. And when the market outperforms, benchmark will definitely give higher returns. The covered call ETF's upside will be limited. So basically, the upside is going to be limited, and that means that when the market rallies by about 30%, the fund is probably going to make 10, 12%, 15%. We don't know. The numbers could change. But at the same time, remember that you're also getting dividends. This is we are we are talking purely in terms of the price return. Let me just change it to total returns to get the full picture. So when I change it to total returns, and I have the same 3-year period, this fund was launched about 2.5 years, so it doesn't have the complete, it starts from August 2022. It doesn't go back beyond that. From August 2022, if you look at it, fund is actually doing pretty well compared to its benchmark. It's actually beating benchmark in some months on a total return basis. Currently, SPYI is about 39.9%, whereas the benchmark is giving about 33.8%. However, just uh, I want to caution here that this is not investment advice, this is not recommendation. Also, these results are going to change. Currently, we are in a bull market and the fund has performed well. The fund also has this special feature of capturing upside. I'll explain that. Um, so that's why you're seeing this. However, there are times when the fund can underperform. So if you are someone who is seeking regular income plus a little bit of capital appreciation, this fund is ideal for you. I'm just going to go back to the other screen and just give you a summary. So this fund is suitable for people who are looking for regular income and also benefiting from the investing in the index and following the index, and also benefiting from the growth or capital appreciation of the index. And the advantage that, like I mentioned, is that you are able to capture upside in rising equity markets. That's what the other chart showed. However, it may not fully capture the upside, so they could always be an underperformance there. However, in a down market or a flat markets, you are still capturing some upside plus also the dividend yields. So adding the upside plus the yield, you get higher returns. So overall, you are getting more returns over a period of time. And that helps you build your wealth and build your income over a period of time. So the SPYI is an interesting fund. We discussed this fund previously in one of my videos. Probably I'll try to drop in the link to the video at the end or at the middle of the video, where I compared XYLD and SPYI. You must watch that video to get more insights about both the funds and see how they compare with each other and see, which one would, suit your needs. And SPYI is one good choice, but of course there are various other funds available depending on each person's needs or goals. Okay, so I hope you like this video, and I hope you will share and enjoy the other videos. If you have any questions, comments, or any other observations, please feel free to drop your comments below, and I like to hear from you and also know your thoughts and try to answer your queries as much as I can. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Thank you.